Testing 1 2 1 2. Hi everybody, it's your girl Alice Nicole and I'm back with another video. It's long overdue. This is the first video of 2025, so woo woo.
I look like I'm the man, yeah, but I was down like last week. Tell me where have you...
Right. So this video is gonna be more about, you can tell by the title, I'm gonna talk about things you should expect or things you should know before you move out by yourself. Okay, because I've been living alone for a year now, so I think I got some skin in the game to let you guys know what's tea. Okay, so watch this video, watch this full video to its entirety if you're thinking about moving out by yourself and even with someone else, because in the same sense you're gonna need to know some of these things even if you have another body in the house with you. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. I have a couple of things in my notes that I really want to pinpoint on and I want to focus on. So if you see me looking down and you see me look back up, it's because I'm looking at my notes and I want to make sure, can't talk y'all, goodness have mercy on me. I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys all the deets and all of the information that you should know before you move out of your mama or your daddy house or your parent house, because listen y'all, it is no joke. And I'm not gonna say that it's hard, but it will make you grow and it is challenging. And once you get out here, I want you to embrace it. I want you guys to embrace your aloneness, embrace the time that you have by yourself, okay? Whether you're in a relationship or not, when you move out by yourself, like on your own, I want you to embrace it. Because for me, I didn't embrace it. I did not embrace it at first. And so I was having a hard time. Excuse me, y'all. Listen, time out. I've been sick, so if I have to do a little cough here, cough off there, listen, bear with me. But yeah, so I did not embrace it. I did not really like own it, and so I had a hard time mentally dealing with being by myself, because I'm also used to being at my dad's house and have people around all the time, waking up with their energy, waking up with somebody there. Like even if it wasn't even in the same vicinity, like I was always in my room or whatever, you knew somebody was downstairs, you knew somebody was in that kitchen, you knew like somebody was around, you know, versus by yourself, you're completely on your own. So let's get into it. My number one thing for you guys to understand that you are truly completely alone. So you need to get in a habit. You need to work on, if you have already worked on it now before you move out, but work on doing stuff by yourself. Work on being okay with your own energy, your own company, because you truly be alone. You will come home alone to nothing here, nothing at your, you know, your nothing to come home to technically. Now you have a dog or something different, but if you don't have any animals, and even if you have an animal, like even human interaction, you'll be by yourself most of the time, to the point where you're silent all the time. You're gonna watch TV, you're going to be alone. So be aware of being bored. Be aware of not having much adult time with other human beings. Be aware that you're going to have to be comfortable sitting in your own thoughts, in your own mind, all by yourself, because that is the challenging part. For me, I feel like that was the challenging part for me, because like I said, I was so used to somebody always being there, whether they downstairs, whether they in the kitchen, whether they in their own room. If I wanted to go bother somebody, I can go bother somebody. If I wanted to talk, I can go talk. If I wanted to, you know, do all that stuff, I could do all that stuff. And then I could leave the house whenever I want to and, you know, go be with my friends, go be with people. But when you're by yourself, oh baby, there is no one to walk to the living room and then chit chat. No. Some hot chocolate, guys, so good. There's none of that, okay? You are merely and simply by yourself 24/7, unless you have company, unless you're talking on the phone, and even unless you're out and about. Other than that, you are alone. So be okay with that, okay? Listen, get the habit on that you cannot depend on nobody. You have to depend strictly on yourself. And these are like no-brainers, but like you don't really like understand it until you actually get into it. Like when you actually get into it and you're actually like sitting there and you're like, dang, like I'm gonna need I need a little $25 for a little bit of gas. Huh? Oh yeah, baby. Them bills are on you. You're going to, because in reality, like, it's easy to be like, oh yeah, you live at mom and pop house. You could have been giving them a little $300 here, $300 there, but real rent like $1,000 and up. So when you actually really out here, you really actually out here, depend on yourself. You only depend on you. Luckily for me, in my experience, I've had A couple people that were able to help out here and there, or like friends that like bring me groceries because, or like, you know, do nice things for me that actually got me through a couple of things. But all in all, if you don't have a good support system, just know that you're gonna depend on yourself. So just know in the back of your head, like, you're gonna have to end up and kick in, whether that's 2 jobs, 3 jobs, whether that's staying in something below your means, you know, so, like, you're gonna have to understand and know that you're 100% on your own. Now, I'm gonna get to the goodness of this, is that you have free will. And I know some people are like, oh, I have free will like, at my mama and daddy house. Yeah, sure. But when you wanted daddy and them to come over, they could not come over. You had to sneak them in. Or when you wanted to have a little game night, you had to ask your mama and daddy, are they cool with that? You know what I'm saying? But no, right now, by yourself, you got free will. Literally, if you want to get up and run your own living room butt naked, you can do that. If you wanted to sleep in that bed butt naked, you can do that. If you wanted to have a junky house, you can do that. If you want to leave them dishes in that sink overnight, you can do that. If you want to cook at 2 a.m. some breakfast, you can do that. Because you got the free will to do whatever you want to do in your own space. Okay? So I like, that's the good thing about it, though. Although, like, you know, people say it's always, like, you know, bad stuff. It's not all bad stuff. Like, you know, yeah, you can have your own free will. You get to parlay and talk and be as loud as you want to be. Because you also, ain't nobody next door to you trying to sleep. Ain't no daddy telling you to knock it down some at 2 a.m. because you too loud on that phone. You do whatever you want to do. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I would say another thing is that you'll get used to your own energy. Yo, I think everybody should experience this. Especially living alone, you'll get used to your own energy because you have nobody else to wake up around. There's nobody else in that house telling you what to do. There's nobody waking you up, telling you dishes in the sink, none of that. You wake up on your own energy. And I had to learn that too, because I had to learn my energy was a little funky when I wake up in the morning. Like, my energy is not the best day to day. Like, what's tea? So I had to learn. I'm having to still change that about me. Like, why your energy so bad? Because in reality, I was so used to waking up with other people around me, having, you know, other people energy in that house, you know, like, and you feed off of that kind of stuff, you know. But in reality, when you by yourself, you get to learn your own energy. You get to learn yourself more. So with that being said, I was able to just learn my own energy, and you can create your own energy too, like for your home. You know, like how you want it's the feeling. You want to feel homey, cozy, cold. You know what I'm saying? Like, you create the momentum of your own home, your own energy. You know. So I'll definitely put that in perspective. I would say also quietness is one. It's gonna be very, very quiet, very, very still. That kind of goes back to being able to know that you are completely alone, and that's okay, because lonely and alone are 2 different things. Okay, but you know, I believe in God. I believe that Jesus died for my sins, so I know that He's forever always with me. You are never completely alone because God is always with you. Okay, amen. But what I can say is that it will be very still and very quiet, which can be a good thing and be a bad thing, because sometimes your thoughts get the best of you because it's so quiet. But also too, enjoy the quietness, because one day you'll grow up and you'll have kids and you'll have dogs and you'll have things to have to go to. You'll never get that stillness and that quiet time ever again. So read you some books, create you some journals, make that YouTube video, go make that business, and that free time that you have in your quietness and your stillness, and start to learn how to be okay with your own energy. So I will also say protect yourself. Now, I don't have anything just yet besides a little bit of pepper spray. But I would say as a woman, even as a male living alone, I would say definitely go out and get something to protect yourself, whatever that may look like for you, because you are by yourself. And some people can see that. They will know, like, hey, they live alone. Let me go. You know what I'm saying? So, and also depending on what kind of area you're in. But neither here nor there. I would say definitely protect yourself. That's a big one, big one, big one, is protecting yourself. And then another thing, my last tip would be create you a monthly budget before you even move out. I didn't do it. How that tip I go get that. I'm probably on that check. That's what my story is a little different. I will tell you guys my story in a different video on why I decided to move out, why I moved out so quickly, and everything that transpired when I moved out. But create you a budget. No, okay, my rent only needs to be $1,300. With water included, maybe $1,400. My Wi-Fi, I got this already. Like, you already got a car, you got insurance. Know all that stuff beforehand, because it'll definitely help you stay on track and to know how to live below your means. And I wish I would have done that beforehand. But also too, like I said, my situation is a little bit different. But I say that is very impactful and very powerful for when you move out alone. So those are my tips and tricks that I will give you guys right now before you start moving out on your own. I know 2025 is a year of wanting to do stuff on your own, wanting your alone time, wanting to branch out there. So I would say definitely watch the video first. Like I said, all the way through. If you guys to the end part right now, thank you guys so much for watching. And stay tuned for next videos because I'm gonna go more into depth about what you should buy, what you should get, what are some great tricks and trades and all stuff like that as well. So I'll see you guys next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.